Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about entry. And the reason why I'm making this up is because, yeah, we've talked about area of interest, we talked about the trend lines, we talked about the liquidity. Then the next thing is, what do we need to see to be able to enter our trade? Where do we need to put our stop loss? Where do we need to put our TP, right? And this is always one of the battles that traders we go through because, again, yeah, you can predict where the market, you can have a bias where the market is going, but if you don't know how to get in, you can either get in at the right time. Timing is very important when it comes to entry. If you don't enter at the right time or enter where you're supposed to enter, it can leave you to be losing more money, or it can lose you to be like, okay, you're entering way very late and when the move is already starting. So there are ways to go about it, and the more you progress in trading, the more you get to tailor your entry to your lifestyle. But I'm just gonna help in terms of having to just do some little experiment or little breakdown on how you can, what you need to see for your entry. Let me just hold on. Okay, so first thing first. First thing first, what I want you to know is then what I want you to know is that okay. First thing first is what I want you to know is that when it comes to entry, there is always candlestick confirmations, and together with the area of interest, together with the liquidity swept and liquidity grabbed stop loss hunt that we talked about in the previous video. So let's just dive into it. So moving on and seeing this. So first thing you have to see is that this is your entry confirmation and the cleanest confirmation. Higher highs and lows on smaller time frames. And like I explained in the liquidity videos previously, if you've watched that video, you see why I talked about, how to avoid liquidity in the market or liquidity grab in the market and use that to your own advantage. So break or structure on smaller time frame. So it's almost the same thing that I did narrated on that. So your job is to let the candle speak. it it okay. So let me use an example. If you travel to Turkey now, when you travel to Turkey and you really want to enjoy Turkish people to the fullest, how do you do it? Is by learning the language they speak. Any country you go to today, if you don't know the language, they will frustrate your life. Even though they mean good for you, you will not know unless you see a translator, unless you see somebody who can translate the language. So your job is like, okay, what is the market? Why is the market like this? And I already give you an example. Again, I'm gonna just take 1 minute and talk here. My mentor that I really respect so much says something. He said, "We make money our God," and it says that because we are so attached to the outcome, then we focus on the process instead of focusing on the learning curve of it. So meaning that we focus on the process, then we forget on the on the learning part of it. So meanwhile, when we focus on the process and we get the result that we get, then we're having difficulty in terms of having to repeat the result over and over again. And if we can't repeat the result, if we can't repeat the same effort and get the same result, then it means that it's basically luck. So the reason why I bring it to this is that the market speaks language. Then if you can train yourself and focus on like what is this saying, what is the market saying, and not focusing on the money part. Yes, you're gonna make money, but the goal is just like you focusing on having to do the right thing, becoming somebody who can understand the market. out of all things that stresses the world, how you can understand the market. So, which is what we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to go to the chart and explain explain. I'm just hold on. I'm trying to get this thing to work, and now I don't know why it seems to be working. Okay, good. Okay, I think it's working now. Okay. So now, I hope you guys can see my video on my screen that I'm sharing. So moving on to the chart, right? We have marked out our area of interest. Area of interest, right? Area of interest. This can serve as our area of interest too. This area can serve as our area of interest too. And this area can serve as our area of interest. Mind you, this is on 4 hours time frame. This can serve as our area of interest. It can serve as our area of interest. Let me just area of interest. Like you remember, if you watch those the area of interest video, I wish I call it the battlefield. Then, if you're here to read the book, go and grab the book, and you can get the concise one, which is not. Or you can even check ChatGPT to summarize it for you. You will see. So, uh, with that being said, let's. Uh, you can use this one as area of interest also. This area. See. Then you can use this area of interest. I'm just giving you examples, things. Okay. So now let's move to 1 hour time. Okay. Okay, good. So remember, okay, so I'll use this as an example. So remember the okay, remember that this was the previous lower low when let me start from here so that you guys can understand. Okay, so why will I want to enter trade here? Why will I want to sell here? First of all, we have this previous higher high, creating a new higher low, right? Then this happens to be a high, right? Then the market broke it. Then we know that anything below here, that's where the market was selling. The sellers took over from here. Then we have this buyers took over from it. Then it didn't last. Then we broke down again. So anything below this level, anything below this level is gonna be sell. There's nothing you want to tell me. It's gonna sell. So we have the market retest it. So I don't need anybody to tell me again that whether we're gonna sell or we're gonna buy. Yes, yeah, like I don't need anybody to tell me. Yes, I want the market to tell me that by just hitting my stop loss. So my entry is gonna be somewhere here. My stop loss is going to be around this area. Then I'll be targeting maybe 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, thereabout here. If I want to do it, I'll probably be putting my stop loss around this area because I know that if we hit anything that makes the market to go above this area, yeah, it's not gonna be valid anymore. So I'll be tagging the 1 to 4 in this kind of 1 to 4, 1 to 5 in this area in with this trade. That will be the reason why I went to trade. So another part is number one, look at this area. On 4 hours time frame, I was identifying the market was creating this is high, right? Let me use this area. Let me use this system. This is high, this is low, right? A new high, a new low, a new high, a new higher low, a new higher high, a new like higher low. It's lower than this, higher than a new higher low, which is a bit higher than this. Then we have the market create a new higher high, then a new higher low, then etc. But now the market is retesting this one. I don't need anybody to look at it. I don't need anybody to tell me whether we're gonna buy or we're gonna sell. All I have to do is just pay attention to what the market is saying. So again, fast forward to what is happening now. Fast forward to what will happen now. We have this market this low, this market creating, just doing a thing, creating higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then it broke down. Then in this area, maybe we were expecting the market was going to sell, then it didn't sell. Then continue creating this, creating, just higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then it got broken for the second time. Then retested. In this area, I don't need anybody to tell me again why, because we are in this area. The reason why I wouldn't want to enter is because we are not trading at the key zone. Although it tested the key zone, but it's not close to the key zone. This one is close to the key zone, to the area of interest. Then my job is to put my entry right here. My entry will be here. Then my stop loss will be above here. Reason being is that anything that makes the market to break above this area, it means that the market is not valid. You want to put your trade where you know that you can actually predict the outcome. Like you don't need anybody to tell you, you can actually predict the outcome. So this is how I will probably be entering my trade. And you can go to smaller time to still get the same result. You will still get the same result. Then if I move down to same here. Again, this was the previous high and the previous low got broken down. Then again, the market is retesting this area too. So look at what happened. Look at what happened. Remember what I told you about the change, you let the market change the character. See, we have all this area. Then for me, you can enter your trade and just put your stop loss as far as you want. But for me, I want the market to just start rejecting. So this red candle indicate that we are like sellers are taking over. So my job is just to wait. And I entered this trade here. But the problem that I had was my stop loss was very tight. So my stop loss was very tight. And my stop loss was very tight in this area. Stop loss was very tight. My stop loss was very high. I didn't mean I put it at 200. Yeah, 200. This area. Clearing this area, knowing that okay, even though the market push, it won't probably touch my stop loss. Then I later entered the trade the third day, I think. Yeah, I entered trade here the third day. This was my second entry on this account, and my stop loss was somewhere around here. Yeah, so this was my second entry. Then I could have entered here again the following day when I saw the trade, but I just didn't want to enter. Then this could have been a very one. Like, so it's you always have to put yourself in a very good position where your entry you can have more confirmation. Even when the market wants to go against you, you will know that it's not your fault. Let me see if there's another one I can. Okay, so yeah, I have this one too. This area, I have this area. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. The market is creating highs and lows. Higher high, higher low, higher high. See. Then again, it start rejecting. Start rejecting. Look at what happened. Good. Then boom. So what you want to do is that you want to enter your trade. Remember, this was the key zone. This was the key zone, right? So you want to enter your trade where the key zone is particularly is. So that by the time, because now the market is rejecting from bullish, from buying to selling. So now you know that okay, anything that makes the market wants to go up again, that means it's not valid anymore. So you want to put yourself in that place where you can actually predict like just two things. If it goes, it means that it's gonna continue going up. Then if not, then it means that you're gonna. These are the kind of trade you enter. You're just gonna sleep, no stress, no stressing. So you enter your trade from here, put your stop loss. You put your stop loss when you're placing your stop loss. You place your stop loss above. If it is sell, you put your stop loss above the lows or the highs rather. You put your stop loss above the highs. Put your stop loss above the highs, like yeah. So you know that anything that makes the market to break is not gonna be valid anymore. So that way you have tight stop loss and you have a fat as and you have a big TP. Same thing as here too. Same thing as here too. You can basically like predict the outcome of your trade without you having to stress. Yeah, we can use this one as same thing. We can use this one, this area here. This, yeah. Why will I enter here? If anybody can answer, we have the market creating highs. You know, these buyers are kind of like taking over, doing their thing, See, they're creating higher and higher lows. You can see that. So here I get to this point, which is the area of interest, which is the previous low. This one is also low, but this one is way stronger than this. And look at what happened. The market started rejected, created a new created a W pattern, M pattern rather, completed the M pattern, and I will have sold here. Then see, but during this period, I think it was during the Thanksgiving, New Year, US Thanksgiving, so there was not a lot of momentum in the market. So again, the so even though it happens, you know that you are not at loss. It's a good win. It's a good loss. Yeah, it's a good loss because you know that you are not really losing based on your stupidity or because of the market condition. So look at what really happened again. The market is trading below it now. The market is trading below it. So you see, this is why it's always good to follow through your strategy. I did mess up today actually. I messed up. But anyway, and there's room for improvement. I'm still perfecting and improving on my strategy and on my entry. There are sometimes I make some stupid mistake, and sometimes I don't. But yes, like you just need to hold yourself accountable to know that there are some mistakes you shouldn't be making. You have to be honest with yourself. You always have to be honest with yourself because you can be doing something right and you're not doing the right thing. Yeah, you're doing it like the right way, the way you're supposed to do it, but you're not doing the right thing. And you can do it for long. So you have to be honest with yourself. Like the thing you're doing, is it the right thing or is it the stupid thing? Then if it's the right thing, then you know that, okay, why is it not working for me? Then if it's the wrong thing, then you know that you have to correct and follow the right path or the truth. Like the Bible said, if you know the truth, then the truth shall set you free. So the truth is always like the right thing, and if you understand what I mean. So with that being said, this is how my entry always work when it comes to me selling and buying, and I hope this video help you in one way or the other. Again, again, let me show you my journal. Let me show you my journal. Let me show you my journal. My trading journal. This is my trading journal. Okay, why is it not loading now? Okay, good. This is my trading journal. Like, it's really like it's good. It's good. And the reason why I say it's good, you can put your name here, the date where you're trading, your checklist. And I was talking about the checklist list. All you have to do, if you have my own checklist, you just put at. You put at checklist. Yeah, just my checklist. Then if you click on the checklist, in case I'm just trying to show you what my checklist look like. You see? So this help you to, it guides you. Like my checklist is just like, okay, what is the market condition? Context is everything. You have to know everything what that's going. Is it trending? Is it choppy? If it's trending, am I on the right direction? You have to mark all these things, right? Then what type of setup is forming on the day time frame? Like, are we on a buyer, sells? Then you have to know, like, my key level or trend line, is it higher? Like, you have to know, are you trading on the higher low or lower high? Then again, more data is more confidence. Yeah, like, are these two like clean reactions on the key levels and trends? Is this happening on hour, like 4 hours and 1 hour? I told you my key zone is being, I have to look 4 hours and 1 hour time frame for the key zone. If they are not aligning, I'm not entry trade. Then the confirmation can do for my triggers after M patterns. I explained that one to you also. So this help you also. The trading section timing is very, very, like, your risk rewarding, like the confirmation, and you have to, like, my rules: no checklist, no trade. No checklist, no trade. Discipline fund by. So these two is always important, and if you want to get it, the link is down below and you can click on it and just get it. It's way cheap, and trust me, it will save you thousands and save you a lot of stress. With that being said, I hope you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to click like, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. Don't forget to follow me. My Instagram, Smiley Mosh, at Smiley Mosh, smiley, like smiley face. And don't forget to follow the Telegram so we can get to interact and you can tell me how you're feeling on your trading journey. Peace out.